Hi buddies, this is Pam. I'm going to do a quick video to keep you guys going, and then in a little bit, I will get to just showing you guys the fan. I posted some pictures, but here's just some extra double check of help. Okay, remember that whenever I refer to the torso measurement, this is the one I mean. We're going to say this one is 5 inches, but it's not. You're going to drape it over your body. So if you have a big bust, if your tummy's bigger, the upper part of your hips, not across the fullest part of your bottom, whatever's bigger, just let this drape over and hang where you want it to hang. And that's going to be your measurement. 1 inch equals 2 stitches. So that's easy. And we'll say hers is 5, and 5 it will be 10 stitches, and that's the only measurement you need to get started. You'll do the first section of the body. This is the half of the torso, and we're talking about vertically the half. This builds this way. This was our beginning, and this is how we fit it. So once it fits to this part of your body, you can lay it on your body. I do have measurements in there if you're measuring it if you're doing it for someone else and you don't have that person to lay it across their body. But that's why this is really measure as you go. You will make that one measurement, and this will be, you will build rows across the body this way until it reaches half of the body and lays how you want it to. And then when you get this measurement, you will just make a mirror image by reversing the taper. So the taper is going down at the neckline here, and then when you reverse the taper direction, it's going to go up the neckline. So your gauge won't matter. The amount of rows won't matter for your first piece, for your first panel, because you will be mirroring it for the other side, and everybody's amount of rows and gauges will be different, but it won't make any difference. Just you will need to use a 4 worsted weight cotton for this. Now let me just show you, give me a second, let me just show you again quickly the reverse. On the Get Started video, you saw the how to build the rows. So it's the same row, it's just moved one. It's just moved. It's the same row. It's just moved this way and then this way. So if you can single crochet, you can do this, and that's all you need to do. So I'm at the bottom, and I would normally put 2 double crochet or 2 single crochets in this last stitch, and I can do that or I cannot do that. It doesn't matter, you can just adjust your stitch count. So I finished my single crochet, and instead of chaining 1, because I'm decreasing now, so you just go back to the decreasing part where you stop chaining. Instead of chaining 1, you're going to skip the first stitch and single crochet in the second stitch. That is your row that says that just says do not chain 1 and turn and crochet in your second stitch, and then you're going to crochet up to the top. This is the bottom of the garment of the bodice. You're going to crochet up to the top. Oops, this is hard to do. I'm a goofball here. Well, at least you know it's an amateur doing it, right? If I can do it, anybody can. So you just crochet back up, and this is the beginning of your taper reverse. And it's just a fancy name for just switching which rows have a decrease at one end and an increase at the other. So this was a decrease, but now we're switching. We're doing an increase at this end, and we're just going to keep increasing at this end. And so that means on an increase, when you're on an increase end, you're going to put 2 single crochets in the same stitch. You're going to chain 1, you're going to turn, you're going to find your first stitch from your hook, not your first chain, and you're going to single crochet, in that all the way down, and it, you know, this is only 10 chains, but it won't matter if it's 40 or 50, it's still exactly the same. It is just single crocheting. If you can single crochet with a big hook and easy cotton thread to see, cotton yarn to see, you can do it. This is all this is. So now this end was decreasing, now was increasing. This is the bottom of the bodice. Now it's going to decrease. So that means this loop is a stopper. Stop at this loop. See? You're going to ignore everything below it. If you see these loops, that means you're doing it right for a decrease. So you just single crochet in the last one and turn it without chaining. Then you single crochet in the second stitch from the hook. And that's all there is to it when it says reverse. You just maintain your stitch count. And if your stitch count begins with 39 instead of 40 or whatever, just maintain that. It doesn't matter. One stitch isn't going to make a difference because this is so stretchy either way. Let's get to the top here, and I will show you quickly what this begins to look like. And this is all there is to it. Okay, again, can you see we're increasing up here now to begin the neckline? So we're going to single crochet in the last stitch, and then we're going to add another single crochet in the last stitch because we're at the increase end. We're going to chain one, as you should, and we're going to single crochet in the first stitch. So that's the only thing that's different, is just identifying what's what, which it's easy because this is a big P hook with a pencil grip on it that cost me 12 for $1, and it's a single crochet. Anybody can do this. The cotton yarn, it's easy to see your stitches. Now let me show you on the doll where we're at. This is the fun part. On the doll where we're at is, if you'll see, remember we did our first swat, we did our first panel. Well, the second panel is just going to be a mirror image, so however many rows you did on this panel, you're going to do the same on this panel, but we reversed where the taper increased and decreased. You see how it's starting to, let me lay this down. Do you see how it's starting to mirror the other side? We're not done yet. And here's the, oh, sorry, I'm bad at this. Here's the V on the bottom, and it's starting to decrease here. See how it builds on the sides? And that's all there is to this. So just keep going. It's way simpler than it sounds. And once you learn this, you know, the sky's the limit. You won't want to do a sweater any other way or any kind of top. I'm going to post another video soon. Bye-bye.